Extreme sports, practiced by daredevils who love to challenge Mother Nature on the ground, water and in the air. If we don't practice such a sport ourselves, most of us will most likely be able to enjoy such video footage. With the years that we have virtual reality in our reach, there are now enough available games to make a list for you with extreme sports that you can experience in virtual reality without breaking any bones. Besides a finger maybe. All these games are available on Steam and I will include the necessary links in the video description. Number 1. Skateboarding. Let's start with a promising title. VR Skater. How long have VR communities have been patient for a quality skating game in VR? It's not an official Tony Hawk Pro game, but it's damn close to it. Your hands are theoretically your feet here and you will have to wave one hand to move forward and do ollies and tricks by combining both controllers and buttons. VR Skater also includes several classic outdoor skate locations such as alleys, parking places or a school. Let's keep our fingers crossed for a Steam workshop. Number 2. Parcour. Stride is a great parkour experience in VR. The game has a number of modes such as a timed mode, an endless mode and an arena mode. Later there will be also a story mode. No doubt that people who have played the game Mirror's Edge want to go wild here. Although the locations are still quite limited, the arena mode still provides an extremely worthy open area of roofs and depths with all the necessary objects to grab onto. As well as in the endless mode and in the arena mode, you can also stomp and shoot enemies while enjoying parkour moves in VR. Number 3. Paragliding. In Glider Sim, you can paraglide with a paraglider or with a paramotor trike. In this game you can enjoy the VR experience in the air very relaxed, or you can challenge yourself by sliding along trees or on the ground. You can also adjust the wind strength and direction in the game and also use thermal trigger points that easily keep you in the air for longer times. In combination with the program OVR Drop and a normal paraglider, you can, for example, enjoy your favorite series on Netflix while floating in the air at an altitude of 3 kilometers. Currently, the game is still in very early access and there are no specific things that you need to do other than enjoy the sport in VR. There is an expansive, beautiful environment where you can experience long flights with, among other things, different takeoff locations, and you can also choose the altitude where you want to start. Let's stay in the sky for a minute for our next title in the list. Number 4. Wingsuits. In the game Rush, proximity wingsuit action is also included. Fly over the steep plains like a squirrel or conquer the open air. As you fly close to the ground or close to the rocks, the boost meter fills up, allowing you to give yourself some tailwind through boost. Rush also has a racing mode available, which is pretty cool because wingsuit racing is banned in most countries. But here you can do it risk-free in virtual reality. In the game you can also unlock a fair number of different wingsuit suits. To fly, as in real life, you will have to stretch your arms and also tilt your head or body to aim yourself. You can play this game both standing and sitting and also by laying down, on for example a narrow table or a few chairs next to each other. The next in this list of extreme sports also has a wingsuit in the game but is more focused on ski and snowboard action. Number 5. Ski, snowboard and wingsuit. For the cool boarders and SSX fans among us, Powder VR is undoubtedly a golden ticket to winter games in VR. In the game you will have the choice between different types of skis and snowboards. You will also be able to unlock extra tools such as a boost pack or a wingsuit through minigames. In addition to the thrilling racing mode, you also have the other modes such as the exploration mode. Here you will enjoy the sport and the landscapes from the heights in the mountains. The locations in the game are also based on real mountain ranges around the world. Even for VR gamers who usually do not play winter sport games, this VR game is still highly recommended. Number 6. Ski jumping. To stay in the snowy atmosphere, there is also Ski Jumping Pro. Although ski jumping can mostly be an extreme sport in the wild and less on the ramp, it's worth to mention this game in the list. The controls in the game are a bit tricky and will also require several tries to make a jump successful. Ski Jumping Pro also includes many locations that are also based on official ski jumping event locations. Number 7. Kayaking. Downstream VR whitewater kayaking is another extreme sport we can add in this list. Just as you can expect from the title, you will have to paddle through wild waters with the help of the VR controllers. The game has 12 different challenging courses that you can do spread over different natural environments. It is the best to play the game while seated because it can get very tiring and playing while standing is a bit unnecessary in this case. In the game you will have to operate 2 different paddles, each of which in one hand. You can also hold your controllers together so that you have one long paddle and can keep the movements a bit more realistic. Number 8. Sailing. VR Regatta and VR Sailing are 2 VR games of a number of VR games in which you can sail. While one game is more based on free play in the middle of the ocean at different times and weather conditions, the other game is more extensive with lessons about sailing, a career mode, and even an online mode to sail around with others and even in locations such as Alaska or the Caribbean. There is also a sailboat racing game available on Steam. In this video you do not see examples of all the VR games you can sail in. I will add a few extra links in the video description with other VR games in which you can sail. Number 9. Diving. After the fun on the surface, now it is time to take a look at what there is to do underwater. Deep Diving VR and World of Diving are 2 VR diving games where you can dive and admire the wonders of the sea. The objectives in these games are not that exciting compared to the other titles in this list, but as you explore deeper waters you will encounter dangers such as predators that live in the water. Deep Diving VR also has a DLC available that focuses on adventure. Here you will also have to explore more special places and do other things, like for example underwater mining with a pickaxe or dodging traps. Number 10. Rock and free climbing. We end this list of extreme sports in VR with mountain climbing. There are a small number of VR games available that focus on climbing, but Adventure Climb VR and Climby are 2 that I would like to mention. Adventure Climb VR is a very short but free game and brings a nice rocky environment that you have to climb. Climby gives less the impression of mountaineering but has much more to offer. You can also insert 360 degrees photos as background here. Climby has a Steam workshop with more than 1000 different maps. Many of these maps are very challenging to climb and can also take a long time to complete. You can also play Climby with a large group of other players online, which makes the experience even more fun. This was a list of extreme sports games in VR. I hope you found this video somewhat interesting and hopefully this list included some titles that are new to you. Thanks for watching this video and I'll see you next time. Salut!